Cousin, you couldn't pick a better time. I've been taken with jitters like a cat on a midday roof.
What are you waiting for with such anticipation?
I took your advice, you see. I've summoned one of these crows! He has been examining me for nearly an hour. I just barely escaped a purge. But I was given the mandatory bleeding. I so hate their little knives.
And so then, our venerable doctor, what is the verdict? The blood is black.
Constantine, is this your blood? Constantine, answer me. Constantine, stay with me. Constantine. There is a chance that he is in error. It might be something else.
I'm going to die.
No, Constantine.
I will die, like your mother, and the others on the continent. I am dying. I don't want to die. I don't. Not so soon. It's so good. Cousin, I don't want...
Constantine, I'm here. Pull yourself together. Out. Everyone out. It's an order.
Thank you, cousin.
There now. Are you better?
I don't know. You won't leave me, will you?
I'm going to find a cure, I promise you.
Didn't you promise the same thing to your mother? You know I'll be dead before you find one.
Don't say that. I will succeed. I've already some promising trails to explore.
I don't know, cousin. The tidings are so awfully dire. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. I doubt the reason for your visit was to console me in my tragedy. Tell me, what brings you here?
It can wait. It's nothing that can't be dealt with later.
But please, whatever it is, it will take my mind elsewhere.
I was able to get the whole story out of the Admiral in exchange for a service. As our investigation was leading us to imagine, the congregation did once attempt to colonize the island. The Nauts discovered it some 2 centuries ago, and brought our people here a few decades later. But the enterprise to colonize the island failed completely. There were a great many bloody battles. Few colonists survived. The princes preferred to hide their defeat, and paid the Nauts to keep the secret.
That they hid the fiasco from the world, I get. But that my father said nothing about it to me.
That's not the most shocking part of the story, believe me.
What do you mean?
The congregation continued to make expeditions to the island with the help of the Nauts. According to the Admiral, my mother came from the island and was brought back. I was born on one of their ships.
What? But... that means you are not...
your dear cousin? No. All the lies we've been fed since our tender childhood. The fable told that I'm the spitting image of my dead father lost during an expedition. God, I don't know what to think, Constantine. Why did they do that to me?
I don't know. It's another one of their sly and dark orchestrations. Some vile intrigue. If it is of some comfort, no matter the true story, you will always be my dear cousin. You have always been the only one to care for me. You are my only friend. That's all that matters to me. Keep this discovery between us. No one needs to know. My aunt adopted you after all. Bring in the others. Let us speak of different concerns. That's enough bad news for one day. Kurt, what is...
Dismissed, soldiers! Leave us. We have much to say.
What is going on? I don't appreciate this attitude, Kurt. Must I remind you that these men all answer to me?
Times change, Your Highness. Or rather, they're about to do so.
Is that a threat? What are you hoping to accomplish? Don't tell me.
Silence! We have little time, and none to lose.
Kurt, what are you talking about?
The commander of the Coin Guard is here in New Serene at this very moment. He's preparing a coup d'etat. In the 3 cities of the island, our men are going to eliminate the governors and their entourage.
This is madness. How?
How? You'll go down as easy as plum pie and cherry wine. Standing behind every one of you is one of our men. You have entrusted us with your security. You are completely at our mercy.
Then why did you send your men away? And why are you telling us all of this?
I've known you both for a very long time. Too long. I've come to know you. To respect you. And I've never reneged on a contract. These orders go against all that I am. A cold-hearted mercenary. Definitely. But never a traitor. And so now you are forewarned. You must take action.
Thank you, Kurt. I will not forget this. Constantine, we need to get you to safety as well as your counselors.
But I want to...
What? Take part? You can barely stand up. No. We must take you into the cellar.
If I've completely understood what you've said, Kurt, the governors of our cities are also in danger.
Yes. If you want to keep your allies, Your Highness, you also need to warn them.
Correct. We cannot let them fall into the hands of these traitors.
I will find the means to send them a messenger. Do you know where to find your conspirators?
It would seem I should be one of them. They are counting on me to eliminate both of you. The most urgent matter is to get our hands on the commander and his 3 lieutenants. The others are doing nothing but following orders. If we cut off their heads, they will fall into rank.
I always knew you were a good man.
Don't make me change my mind. We'd better be off. Now.
Holy shit! What the hell just happened? Everything just hit the fan! This is Kurt's quest. We knew about this. We knew this was happening, though. We knew this was falling into place. Just kind of came out of nowhere.
We'll certainly have to fight some traitors at Torsten's behest on our way to the cellar. Stay on your guard.
Stay behind us, Constantine. You're in no condition to fight.
We must also think about the advisors, including your professor. And then we have to rescue Lady Mirange.
We must hurry before the guard can act.
The guard, we're moving out. Break camp. We are no longer welcome here. And so, these snake oil merchants defy us by sending their watchdog. Let's show them what guards are made of!
Oh, that list. Oh, shit!
Do I have the time to return and see those dear to me?
Constantine, how are you feeling?
Death is on my doorstep, and all hope has flown through the window. Come closer. What ill tidings do you bring?
Yes. I thought you'd like to know that the Coin Guard's attempt to take control of the island has failed.
This is excellent news. The kind I've not had in a great while. Thank you, Kurt. Were it not for your loyalty, we were lost. As for you, my dear cousin, you know what I owe you. Not only have you looked out for me, like always, but you have protected my advisors.
Yes. And if your highness would permit, I would like to relay our most sincere gratitude from all of Thélème. Thanks to your message, the Mother Cardinal was able to thwart the commander's plans. By the grace of the Illuminated, the city is saved, and the traitors punished as they should be.
I was told that you were able to catch the commander before he got away.
Barely, but alas, his lieutenants managed to escape.
I care little for the underlings. The commander will pay for all of them. Do you happen to know the punishment we practice for treason? Oh, yes. I remember now. Enough talk of ruffians. They failed, and for that, I again thank Kurt.
If your highness is looking for a means to translate his gratitude, gold is a present that is always appreciated.
I imagine that you shall name a new commander.
Yes. I will discuss the matter with loyalist officers, but I think I know who will be elected.
I hope it is someone whom we can trust. We do need soldiers, but loyal soldiers above all.
We are well aware that the Guard's reputation has been tarnished. We will not make the same mistake twice. Sieglinde is solid and loyal. I have fought beside her.
You have my complete trust, Kurt. You have amply earned it. Before you leave, I must ask you something.
All right. I'm listening.
I'm always suffering, cousin. I'm in such terrible pain and we're yet to discover a cure.
I'm sorry. I fully intend to continue my research. We have a number of leads, but with all that's been happening...
Don't blame yourself. I know how much you do for me. Yet, I'm afraid that before the sickness claims me, the pain will have driven me mad. If only there was a way to ease my suffering.
I know of a healer, with powers that are legendary amongst the clans. It is rumored he can alleviate even the most terrible pains. His village is west of the city. I could take you there.
One of our holy men lives in San Mateus. His healing powers are supposedly miraculous. Alas, it is a miracle we are in need of, my son.
I'm nothing more than a sailor. I don't have much to offer when it comes to healing. As it would seem Taleme are prey for the Malachor, just like the Bridge Alliance. Perhaps it would be best to ask for aid from those not suffering from the plague.
The sailor's right. The holy men and the sages had their chance on the continent, and we all know how that went.
Thank you, as always, for your advice. Cousin, you are the only one I trust, so please, don't let me lose my mind.
I'll follow the leads and find a way. I won't let you down. Hold on. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Let's go do this Trouble in Eden. Talk to Father Iustinus. Let's go do this one. These are all the notes found. What is this? Second mate Fernando. Yeah, we were good on that. Dang, this all kind of popped off. That's all somber, dude. He showed symptoms of the plague real quick. I don't know how much time passed from when we put him in that basement to now, but he is showing signs of being affected real bad. I don't know if it's supposed to spread that quick or not. I don't know if it's contagious. Everyone keeps hanging around him, so it must not be contagious, but dang. But dang. Alright, let's see. Parry broadsword. Oh, we can sell a lot of the stuff we've gotten. A lot of the armor and stuff that we've gotten. Like all of these. Oh, these guys all got quests for me now too. Heck. Alright, this cutlass can probably... We gotta clean up this inventory a little bit. Have a healer's chain? How are we getting these things in our inventory? All these legendary items. These weren't here before. These all weren't here before. What the fuck? Alright, these can stay in here though. All right, let's see here. Willpower 4 for this. He can't even wear that, okay. Okay, that's that. Let's check chest pieces on people. Can anyone wear this coin guard curious? No, not yet. Okay. Old studded curious, you're wearing that. Cool. She's wearing the Tieran robe. Cool. He's wearing old studded curious. Old studded curious. Oh, wearing an old studded curious. Cool, cool. We can sell most of these chest pieces then. Gloves. He's wearing old Talime gauntlets. Where is Kurt? He's wearing worn steel gauntlets. You wear worn steel gauntlets. Boots. All right, cool. Speak, sell. Wait, hold. Kurt, you're doing 320 damage and 35 armor damage. We can get you some more armor damage, and you are going to do more damage with this sword here. Okay. That's that there. You can have that. Some poison resist. Might as well give that to you as well. Alright. Now let's speak and sell. Did anyone use this cutlass, actually? You can. Cool. All right. Sell. Sell, 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 sell. Sell. We keep this. We sell everything else for the most part. Keep that as our Taleme outfit. Keep that. We keep that. We keep that. We keep that. We sell everything else. We keep our alchemist outfit. We keep our double of good fortune because that's our pre-order bonus. Good stuff. Because I pre-ordered this game like a fool, but I'm also okay with it because this game's good. All right, we put stuff back. Put that back. We'll put a lot of these back. We'll grab them from a chest if we need them. All right, inventory's cleaned up. I'm happy now. I'm happy. I think I might. Oh, I can't even wield this. Never mind. I was gonna wield this, or take this and use it, but I can't even wield it. So never mind.
Greenblood, my friend. Glad to see you. I'd like to talk to you about something.
I'm listening.
Remember that note we found in Rolf's office?
Of course. The one that said the recruits had been sent to different governors.
Yes. It was signed with a name I'm familiar with. Herman. Somebody I'd hoped never to cross paths with again. He was the one who founded the camp we closed. And believe me, he has done an incredible amount of damage to the Guard. I'm gonna find him and make him pay for what he's done. I know that he's in San Mateus.
This quest for revenge isn't only about what happened to Raynor and the others, is it? Very well. You can count on me. What do you plan to do?
Major Herman is posted in San Mateus. He's part of the Red Sun Regiment now. He's loyal to Torsten, but kept his head down when the coup was dismantled.
Isn't denouncing him enough? He'll be put to death for high treason.
The Guard's reputation has suffered enough from Torsten's scheming, and he has connections in high places. I'm sure he has many supporters.
What are you getting at? Are you going to kill him yourself? If he's well connected, the Mother Cardinal will surely hear about it, and I doubt she'd be pleased.
I know. That's the whole problem. We need to get rid of him without anyone finding out.
Remember that we are talking about San Mateus. We should get rid of your major in broad daylight.
What kind of twisted scheme have you come up with now, old fox?
We need to ensure that he falls into the hands of the Ordo Luminous. They love burning people at the stake, and they don't care too much about who ends up in the flames.
The Inquisitor isn't very fond of us. I doubt we'd be able to convince him.
Haven't I taught you anything, my child? Every man has his weaknesses, including Aloysius. I could help you convince him if you'd like.
I hate those burnings. But Herman, he may be the only one who really deserves it. We'll need to find him, though. And he's been keeping a low profile since the coup failed.
And we've already seen to what extent the law of silence has on the Guard.
We need help. Our new commander might be able to tell us who to turn to. She knows everybody.
All right then, agreed. Let's start by going to see her.
We always help out Kurt. Always. Let's see if we got any. We need more strength, dog. What armors? We need him a better helmet. Let's see. It's only 2 armor and 1 balance. It's not worth buying that. It's just not worth buying that. Let's go to the side quest for the mother lady. I've never been in this zone, the Blacklands. It's a village we have to go to as well for the main quests. One of my main quests, I should say. Boom, 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 boom. Shit, kept coming at me. Oh my god, I'm getting fucking destroyed right now. Jesus Christ. Ah! I'm getting my ass kicked right now. Oh, there's another one? Things are kicking my ass. Yeah, we're kicking my ass. Actually, they're running my ass over more so than anything. Straight running me over. We're getting a bunch of these things for a bunch of sleeping potions. If we ever have a quest where we need a sleeping potion again, we have those covered, that's for sure. Like how in like the first few hours we had like at least 2 quests that require sleeping potions, and now like it hasn't come up again since. When it's super easy to get the ingredients. It's kind of rude. Kind of rude if you ask me. What the fuck? Yo, go on. Go on, Petrus. I don't know if it's just because like he's a basic magic dealer though, but like none of the spells look spectacular. You know? None of the spells look super amazing, like, if that makes any sense. They just look like basic like energy balls that you're shooting off. Here's where I need to be.
What an astounding place.
It is the village of Eden the Cardinal Mother told you about. The place where natives
This is
and
weird
priests
looking.
live together. I must admit that I'm curious to see it.
All that's left to do is to find Father Justinius.
This is weird. Contract destroy the Yorgland's nests. Very aggressive Yorglands have built a nest north of Eden. Be cautious if you need to follow the road to the northeast or go to the bushes. A reward will be offered to who destroys the nests. We can supply you with traps. I think that's what those traps are for there. Contract the Traveler's Grave. I appeal to the better nature of the travelers on the Vedvilvi Road. My brother decided to explore it and never returned. If any of you were to find his body, please dig a grave for him so he may rest in peace. He must still have his coins purse on him. I'd be happy to leave it to you as a reward. I'm not going to actively seek out these contracts. I'm just going to do them if I see them, you know? They don't seem to give much in terms of rewards anyways. Oh, they're starting to build up a whole ass city. Like this is gonna be a palace looking thing here. It's the starts of a city.
Welcome to Eden, the lighthouse of faith, harmony, and civilization in these wild lands.
Thank you. Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Father Justinius. Delighted. And what may I do for you?
The Mother Cardinal has asked me to investigate the theft of these tablets you discovered.
That's excellent news. The loss of the tablets is a catastrophe. We have to find them at all costs. If you want to learn more about these tablets, you should go ask Sister Eugenia. She supervises the theologians who discovered them, and were also guarding them. You should find her a bit further in the village, with her colleagues.
Who are the suspects of this theft?
The heretical brutes of the village of Vedlug most likely had a hand in this. They must have wanted to please the demons they worship by stealing the holy word from us.
How could they have learned of the tablet's existence?
Perhaps the demons are giving them this power. Unless one of the natives living in the village innocently mentioned them. They are so naive. Either way, I am certain that the heretics are involved in this matter.
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
I wonder what really happened when the missionaries came to settle here.
It all seems a bit too convenient. If we find out some information about the history of Eden, maybe we'll change our view on things. The theft of the relic is probably not a coincidence.
Well, the demonic camp, I need to go there for the main story, so like it all kind of works out for me here. You know? It's all kind of work out for us here.
I am busy. If you have questions, go see Sister Eugenia. She's our supervisor.
You don't seem busy to me.
Hello. The Mother Cardinal asked me to help you find
Do you
the
seem busy to you
tablets
guys?
stolen. Can I ask you some questions?
Of course. But hurry, I have a lot to do.
I talked to Father Justinius. He told me that you were supervising the theologians here.
Indeed. It is under my supervision that the research on Saint Matthias is conducted.
Whom do you suspect of being the thief?
Alas. I'm afraid there are many suspects. These tablets are priceless relics. Some settlers may have fallen prey to the lure of profit. The heretical natives of Vedlug may have wanted to take them away from us. Or it could have been vengeance by those who had to leave the village.
Where were the tablets the night they were stolen?
We were keeping them in one of the village's shacks. We intended to bring them to San Matthias later. But first, we wanted to examine them in order to obtain as much information as possible. You can go and take a look in the shack if you want to. but I couldn't find any traces of forced entry.
I imagine someone was keeping watch over them.
Of course, we took turns guarding the shack. But some of us can't have taken the task that seriously. If I remember correctly, it was Brother Virgil who was guarding them that night.
Well, thank you for these pieces of information.
I am the one who should be thanking you. Especially if you managed to retrieve the tablets for us.
The Mother Cardinal told me that this village had been developed on the basis of St. Lucius's writings. Are you one of the theologians who helped in its creation?
Yes. I was sent here to confirm that this place is indeed the one described in the writings, and then I stayed.
The texture for her hair is really weird.
What was the reaction of the natives when you arrived here?
Most of them were not in favor of us living amongst them. They were afraid we might chase them out of their own village. And there were even more protests once we started talking about searching for traces of Saint Matthias. I suppose they thought we would destroy all of their raised stones and other places of superstition.
Were there any confrontations with the natives?
Yes. The warriors of the village attacked us. The Ordo Luminous actually had to intervene. The Inquisition managed to make them run away. The islanders tried to attack again with the support of Vedlug, but we stood our ground. And when Lur, the chief of the village, finally accepted our presence, things calmed down.
Thank you. This information will certainly prove to be useful. Thank you. I will let you work.
What if he's so busy?
Greetings, Desarde. I am handling the investigation into the theft of the tablets. Sister Eugenia told me to talk to you.
I'm Brother Virgil. What would you like to know?
According to your colleague, you were the one in charge of guarding the tablets on the night of the theft. Is that right?
Indeed.
He must have been busy whenever he was guarding them, staring into his hand.
What can you tell me about that night? Did you hear or see anything?
No, nothing in particular. The night was quiet, and then the morning after, we saw they were gone.
Someone had to enter the shack to steal the tablets. How did that happen?
I have no idea. The door was closed in the morning, and the lock was intact.
Do you suspect anyone in particular?
Not really. What I can tell you for sure is it is not one of us.
Well, Sister Eugenia did tell me that the tablets were priceless.
Of course. But our motivation is not the lure of profit. All that matters to us is their value as proof, not the money we could make out of them.
Do you think the culprit could be a native?
Well, since none of us did it, it seems obvious. There aren't many other settlers around here, and the natives knew of the existence of these tablets before we found them. They were attached to them too, in their own way.
They are the ones who led you to them.
Well, we conducted the research, but they helped us find where they were hidden. Some inhabitants of the village are still giving us a hand with our work.
Well, thank you. I will investigate where the theft took place.
As you wish. But you won't find anything there. And why does it matter, anyway? There were witnesses to the discovery of these tablets. We have all the proof we need. And that's all that matters.
What do you mean?
Now we can prove Saint Matthias lived here. Our actions on this island are justified. To keep rummaging the way Sister Eugenia does will only create more tensions with the natives.
I was not expecting a theologian to say such things. Have you been in Eden for a long time?
2 months, approximately. Back then, there were still some pagan natives in the village. I joined Sister Eugenia's team with some of my colleagues, so we could give them a fresh outlook on things. We arrived straight from Ptolemy, hoping to study some new texts. But once we were here, I understood that my real mission was with the islanders. We must bring the light to this island.
Oh, this is a crazed man here.
You talked about a mission with the natives. What did you mean by that?
I may be under the command of Sister Eugenia here, but my superior is Bishop Domitius. Our mission is to banish pagan cults and convert the entire population to the light. The island belongs to Saint Matthias, and therefore to Ptolemy, since the god of light offered it to our founder.
If your superior's Domitius, you are a member of the Ordo Luminis. I did not expect to find one of its members side by side with the missionaries. They usually do not get along.
The Order goes everywhere the light needs to be revealed.
You have a very unique way of seeing things. I doubt everyone accepts it. How are your relations with the natives?
When I arrived, we were still trying to obtain information from them about Saint Matthias, but they were very reluctant to give us any answers. We were also trying to educate them. Our attempts eventually made some of the inhabitants of the village react badly. Most stubborn against our teachings, the warriors, and the marked. The ones the natives call the Onomanawi. They eventually left, and it has proved nothing but a blessing for us. I would like to go back to work now, if you don't mind.
Of course. I will leave you to your work. Goodbye.
I don't like these crazed religious people. They want to force the light on people. You know? I just don't like it.
There is only one entrance and the door shows no evidence of a break-in.
Can't believe it. This brother Virgil was unforgivably neglectful. Idiot must have fallen asleep, and then our thieves only had to take the keys from him.
It's very likely that that's what happened, but someone must have informed them. It can't be a coincidence that they decided to steal it during the watch of the only neglectful guard.
It has to be someone in the village. If we find them, there's a chance we can retrieve the relics.
We know that this theft could be an act of vengeance by the natives who were forced to leave here. They must still have allies in the village, family or friends. We should go talk to the chief of the natives. He will certainly know who is close to the exiles, and enough about the researchers to inform them.
Okay. Alright, bet. A good old-fashioned mystery. What's this ladder doing here? Could they have snuck in? Through that window? Sorry. That song popped in my head, and if by my little bit of humming it's stuck in your head too, you're welcome for my service at that point in time.
Father.
I'm glad to see you, my child. What can I do for you?
Tell me about how you created this village.
We did not create it from the ground up. It was built around an existing native village. The islanders called it Vixenagad, which translates to the village of the old sage. We saw it as a sign. The natives had probably chosen this name in memory of Saint Matthias, and everything here fit the description of Saint Lucius. The discovery of the tablets proved us right. So, we decided to rebuild our Eden here, in the spirit of peace and harmony which is described in the scriptures.
Why share this village with the natives?
To replicate and resume the work of our founder, of course. If he came here and managed to convert the natives, then it is our duty to do the same thing. By living side by side with them, it is much easier for us to pass on our teachings.
How well do you get along with the natives who live here?
Very well, of course. Especially since those who opposed our presence left.
Left? To go where?
Oh, to other villages, I imagine. Does it even matter? Those who stayed are on the path of enlightenment. Some of their legends must have been about Saint Matthias. That helped to convince them.
And how well have neighboring villages welcomed you?
With some reluctance, to be perfectly honest. So, we sent them missionaries. There are still frequent conflicts with the village of Vedlug, a highly violent village of heretics. But the other villages, the more peaceful ones, are slowly starting to listen to the sacred word.
There is something strange here.
It often takes time for the people of the continent to get used to our paradise, but I am sure you will come to appreciate it.
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
Sterntype from BFA and Aridin from Witcher. Yep. I had a feeling it was Aridin, but I hadn't taken a chance to look into it yet. They got some decent voice acting. Some of the voice acting is very, you know, it's okay, but nothing astonishing, but some of it's pretty good. Like from the natives, I think it's really good from the natives. Too unique of a voice? Yeah, I can see that. I didn't play much BFA, I'm not gonna lie. I played the first tier. And then got like halfway through Mythic and our guild fell apart, so.
Hello. I am Lair, the village leader. Well, I was the leader of this village.
Hello. Desarde. I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
There are Onol Manawi among the Logead Blau. I did not know that. What do you want from me?
I've heard a lot of things about this village of Eden, but I'd like to hear your version.
I'm not sure I have the answers to all of your questions, but I'll try.
Tell me about the arrival of the people of Thélème, and how you received them.
The priests were roaming around the village. They were saying that it was the place where their saint had lived. They were asking questions, talking about the Lloyd and all these things. One morning they were building houses next to ours. And we had new neighbors.
The priests told me that they had managed to convert you. How did that happen?
As long as we refused to listen to them, they were violent, and they destroyed some of our sanctuaries. So we let them talk. And now that they think that we love their god, they leave us alone. Some of the things they say are beautiful, and their magic is impressive. But we do not forget our spirits.
One of the theologians told me that you had helped them in their research.
They wanted to find tracks of the old sage, of the one they call Saint Matthäus, and they were rummaging through everything. Our Donegad did not want to tell them anything, because the old sage is sacred here. But since they violently interrogated everyone, I thought it wise to guide them to the place where the stones were.
What happened to your warriors? Why did they have to leave the village?
They did not accept the presence of the priests and their questions. They tried to retake the village. They even asked Deirdre, the chief of Vedlug, for her help. So, the priests called the Soul Lasser, the Burning Suns, and they killed many of them. I asked for peace, and the others left us. They wanted to join Vedlug. Perhaps they have done so.
Aren't you angry after all that happened?
No. I mourn those who died, of course. And the Vosges Tyrant. But this village may be our opportunity.
Your opportunity for what?
For the Renaigse to understand who we are. Not savages, nor monsters, but men. Perhaps wiser than they are.
I think I know who stole the tablets.
Really?
I believe those who were exiled from your village seek vengeance because the missionaries forced them to leave. They must have taken the tablets with the help of someone else who stayed here.
You may be right. But you may also be wrong.
You do well to tell me what you know. Once the priests have reached the same conclusions as I have, how do you think they will interrogate you?
I do not think they will hurt us. They want peace too, and violence would break it all.
Since you do not want to talk, I will have to tell the Mother Cardinal to send the Ordo Luminous. The Inquisitors will make you confess the name of the person who helped the exiles.
I think the name of the woman you are looking for is Vindwal. She helps the priests who seek the old sage.
If she's helping the priests, why would she betray them now?
Her son is one of the warriors who had to leave the village. He is filled with anger and fury. If you go talk to her, please, do not hurt her. She is but a mother who acted according to her son's wishes.
I have no intention of hurting her, but things may not be so simple when it comes to her son. I have to go.
Like so many others.
I knew that the story would be more complex than we'd been told.
I find it regrettable that my colleagues aren't more honest when it comes to history. Nothing solid has ever been built on lies.
Either way, the resentment here is strong enough for a theft to occur.
How is it? Actually, let me rethink my thoughts. Well, I like how he basically admitted, like, hey, we lied about wanting to learn about their god and learn their faith, so we stopped getting beat. I did like that. He just blatantly admitted to that at the beginning of the conversation. That is kind of funny. But these natives are like a lot smarter than I think the three major alliances are like giving them credit for sure.
Greetings. Are you Vindwal?
Bird Tier Tumad. Yes, that is me. What do you want?
What can you tell me about Lair, your former leader?
He is a man of peace. Some people dislike him, not me. Everything he did to save the village. But I think the mind shakers made him forget what we are. He almost speaks like them now.
Listen, I know you helped the exiles to steal the tablets of Saint Matthias.
No, this is not true. It wasn't me.
There's no point in denying it. I know you did it for your son who had to leave the village.
If you know that, then you know that I don't have the tablets. So what do you want from me?
What up, Systematic? How you doing, man?
The only means of alleviating the situation with Thélème is to give the priests their tablets back. So, if you don't want your son to suffer their wrath, it would be best if I could retrieve them discreetly.
Bran and the rest of the exiles are hiding in the woods, beyond the stone circle. If you want to take the tablets away from them without being seen, do not take the path on the left. It is riddled with traps. And please, do not hurt my son.
I'm enjoying it. It's really good. Its pacing is a little weird, I think is the best way I could describe the pacing of it. It's a little bit on the slower side, but goddamn if the story isn't really good. And the conversations are good. and they better be good because you have a lot of them that you have to go through. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's a little bit of a slower game though, pacing wise, but definitely a very good game. We did a quest earlier that essentially all of the guards, like the coin guard, who's like the people who stand guard at like all 3 major cities. There was a plot for them to assassinate all of the leaders of governments and take over the island for themselves. And we got caught up in that bullshit, so that was pretty cool. Like, we had been doing some quests that kind of alluded to it and all that stuff, but then like it kind of was like out of nowhere, like bam, here's what's happening. Get this governor to safety, send word to the other governors, yada yada yada. It was pretty cool. Yo, what are we in combat with? Oh shoot. I think there's a Tanlins. Like, I'll go ahead and say it. The combat's okay. It's probably the weakest part of this game. Aside from the facial animations. Like, the facial animations and the combat are probably the 2 weakest parts of the game. Everything else is pretty good so far. By so far, I mean we're many hours into this now. We're approaching 20 hours into this game. Wait, we aren't supposed to take the left path. We're supposed to take the right path. The left path is full of traps. Let's keep that in mind here. Yo, that thing is big. And it's albino. Yo, what are these things? Oh my god. These things are massive. Oh my gosh. My armor is falling apart. Good call. Let me put this on. Ow, I was taking a potion, you bitch. These things are massive. They are so beefy. Holy crap, these things are huge. I don't think I had fought anything like these before. We fought these in the cave once, and we realized quickly we weren't able to fight them. In the one cave after the one mini-boss, we fought some of these, and we ran away. Because they were brutal. They have so much armor, and their armor is just really good and really beefy. Once you break through their armor, they go down fairly quick, but it's breaking their armor, which is the pain in the butt. Hunting with hounds? What's that mean? I don't know what that means. We don't want to take the left path they said towards it, so we're gonna go to this campfire, set it up, and go up a right path, if possible, towards these people. I don't think there's a right path to take to them, so we'll just go. If we hit a trap, we hit a trap. Whatever. What's gonna happen? What's the worst that could happen, I should say? We die, yeah, we'll reload the game, it's fine.
Here's the place that Vindwal indicated.
Okay.
The exiles must be near.
These people have been banished already. There's no need to add death to their list of punishments. Let's try not to fight them.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
In that case, we should avoid taking the left path. If I remember correctly what that woman said, it's booby-trapped.
Yes. That is what she said, so we're going to the right here. Is this a stealth mission? I have some haze potions I could probably take to make us invisible. Also, we have some... By we, I mean me. I have it not on me. I have some haze potions. Oh, they just keep them in a spot unguarded. Sick.
There, we found them. Now all that's left to do is to return to Eden.
Big stealth mission. Big stealth mission. AKA go on one of 3 paths. One path has traps, one path has their little camp, the other path is scot-free. Hell yeah, brothers. Oh no.
What are you doing here?
I was worried for my son. I wanted to make sure that everything was fine.
I think so. I managed to retrieve the tablets discreetly.
I am glad to hear that you managed to retrieve them. I will go talk to my son now. He needs to stop seeking revenge and find a new clan.
That would indeed be wiser. Vengeance has no positive repercussions.
Truth. Preach. Slay. Whatever. I don't know. What do kids say nowadays? Did we somehow kill this thing? We somehow slayed a deer in the process of all that. Oops.
Father.
I'm glad to see you, my child. What can I do for you?
This isn't who I bring the tablets to.
Goodbye.
Mistakes have been made.
Always keep you in their divine blessing.
Mistakes have been made. Alright, back this way. Gotta keep going. We gotta talk to Eden. Not Eden, this is Eden. We gotta talk to the lady.
I retrieved your relics.
Thank you. Thank you immensely. Thanks to them, we will be able to continue our research on St. Matthias.
I am curious to know who is responsible for this theft. The culprit must be brought to justice.
I do not want to point the finger at anyone. You have your relics back, and that's the only thing that matters.
Your indulgence honors you. But how can we be certain that these thieves will not strike again if they are not punished?
A good start would be to keep a better watch on the priceless treasures that you find.
In any case, you would do well to keep a better watch on your discoveries in the future. You should also pay more attention to those who share this village with you. This theft would never have happened had you truly been in harmony with the natives.
But that is precisely what we desire more than anything. We may have been a bit clumsy in the beginning, but we'll make sure to improve things in the future. You really were a great help. I would be most grateful if you agreed to continue helping us.
I might come back at some point, but alas, I'm very busy.
Naturally. Either way, we are certainly capable of continuing our research without you.
Actually, I must go back to my work. Our next expedition must depart as soon as possible.
Your next expedition?
Our brave researchers must continue to follow the tracks of our founder on this island. In the meantime, here, take this as a token of gratitude for the help you gave us.
Thank you. I hope your expedition will be a success.
Sick bird! Hey, level 18. Wait for the results of the research progress on the quest. Progress on the main quest. Oh, okay. We have 2 points. We can now coat our blades with our things. Theological conflicts. The origins of Ptolemy. Wait for the result of the research. Progress in the main quest. Kurt's quest settling scores. Go talk to Sieglind and New Serene. We are in the area where this quest is at, so we're gonna do this one. The demoniacal cult. Jesus, I can't. Wait, he's not dead. We made him, unless he got sentenced to death, but we put him in jail. He's not dead. Turdab is the region whose land in many places still bears the mark of the terrible fire that ravaged it. This dark color is at the origin of its name, the Black Lands. What did we fight? What were those things called? Tenlands and Yorglands. Tenland, we know what a Tenland is. A Yorgland, those are the things with horns. Yorgland is related to the Tenlands. Just like them, it is able to bury itself to perform surprise attacks, but it can also go into a rage and become even more violent. Ancient Tenland. The Ancient Tenland is the most powerful of all the Tenlands, and its cry strengthens members of its group. That's the big white one that we fought. The albino looking one. Alright, we're gonna go up here to the east. Gonna go check out this demon clan.